Last week on Knights of the Rolled Table, Gussthorak reveals that he is in fact the legendary inventor Voop-de-Doo, and has been altering the creatures of this realm with the power of the Founder's Stone. Without warning, Jerik snatches the spiralite, and a fight breaks out between our heroes and the legendary Mind Flayer.
Turn to Sarsa and slowly hand her the spiralite and say, go. And I will cast, it's a bonus action, not that it matters, because it sounds like I don't get an action, Sanctuary on her.
Okay.
Which means for anybody to try to hit her, they have to pass a wisdom saving throw. And if they don't, the attack or spell fails.
All right. So that's your bonus action, so that's your whole turn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll use any movement just to get in between her and any attackers.
You can move half your speed.
Yeah. But like as people are moving, if she's moving away, I try to get in between them at like half the rate. I would be able to do that.
So Jerik just starts moving, but it's kind of like he's stretching, lunging at the same time, and just not quite moving as fast as he normally would. Another Duergar, this time on the left side, sees all of his friends on the right side just get obliterated in their heads, just start start bleeding out, and he's like, "Oh my goodness gracious!" and he kind of takes a second and pulls his arms in a little bit, and he is going to shrink down to a smaller size. He decreases in size. The other ones kind of got bigger, but he gets tiny, teeny tiny, and starts running towards Saeleas.
We'll call him Tiny.
He is Shrinky.
Shrinky? Oh, I like that even better.
Yes, he is.
That's his action.
Where did he go?
Gussthorak looks at Jerik, who has just taken the spiralite. He sees all of this stuff happening, and he says,
"It's not a good idea to mess with the intellect of me."
And he steps back. So I need Jerik, Sarsa, Coach, Bart, and Remara to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no, where's that counter spell, Saeleas?
I used it.
Yeah, you used it on Bane, a level 1 spell. Good job.
Yep.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
An 18 for me.
Crit!
Oh, nice.
Not 20, which is minus 1, but
Success.
it's still a crit.
Success.
19.
Success.
6.
Fail.
Oh no.
7.
Fail.
My brain.
We're in trouble, y'all.
Bart and Coach, you take 22 psychic damage, and you are stunned. Coach is already stunned. So Bart, you are also stunned for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Gussthorak reaches out. Jerik, Sarsa, Remara, you shrug off this pinching sort of headache feeling that's pinching your temples. But Bart and Coach, you feel this wave of mental energy, and all of the things that you've been experiencing for the past couple of days flood at the same time, and you hear 1,000 voices happening in your head, and it burns, and you take this psychic damage.
Joke's on you, boyo. I've had a lot of really terrible hangovers compared to that.
Before that, while that happens, I want to use one of my Goliath traits, which is Stone's Endurance.
Yep.
So I'll focus and to try and shrug off the injury.
Yep.
So I will shrug off 10 plus 2, 12 of that damage.
Okay, great. So you only take 10 damage?
I only take 10.
Okay.
But that'll
Stone's
be
Endurance.
it for that for today. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. It's a good time to use it. Gussthorak activates a little dial on his backpack, kind of a series of tubes that he's wearing, and he starts flying up, and he flies up and over the altar, over the Aptopus, and behind, kind of on top of the altar, and he just and his tentacles are writhing this little 4-foot tall Mind Flayer. Then one of the Duergar, who we're going to call Jumpy,
Oh, God.
I wonder what he's going to do.
he's going to go and he calls out this giant tarantula.
Ah, no.
Come out upside down from one of the cave walls, turn around, and then with a very kind of cool lifting leg motion, jumping up in the air, he kind of flips and then lands on this tarantula, pulling out a war pick, this kind of hammer with a giant point, and comes right at Saeleas.
Of course he does.
And he is going to swing with this big spider coming at you and slashes at you.
Just a sec.
Mirror image. He is Saeleas.
Yeah, so
The
mirror image.
So I'll roll for that.
okay.
And that is a 15, so it's going to hit one of my dupes.
All right.
And that means
So now you roll an attack against.
10
So I
plus-
rolled to see if I hit a duplicate.
duplicate,
Hit
correct.
22.
That hits.
Yeah.
So and then I roll damage, 10
That's
damage.
gone.
So it just kind of goes through. You see this duplicate. He says,
You can't hit. Ow!
and one of the Saeleas disappears. Make a note of that. Okay. Then that's his turn. He's kind of he's coming towards you, and he rides past on this spider. The last Duragar, one of the
Come on, dopey.
one of the three. That's his name is Spooky.
No.
Doc.
That's
So he is going to look around, and he just turns invisible.
Oh.
And whoop, you don't know where he went. Okay, that's his turn. Coach, top of the round. You
I've
are
done so
stunned.
much this
Literally
game.
one round.
That's
of
one
combat.
round.
Oh
Now,
my
granted,
God.
there are 4 less players this round.
All right, so all I'm doing is saving throws.
Yep, you're doing.
So
a
beginning of my
saving
turn, it's a
throw.
Constitution save.
Yep,
That doesn't. It's 7, so I'm still stunned there. And intelligence
it's a
saving
DC
throw.
13, by the way.
Yeah, then that one. Do I make it? Maybe. Oh, saving throw? Nope. I rolled a 13 minus 1, 12. Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
it's
cool, cool, cool.
that's a 15 for that one. 15 for intelligence. So Coach is just
Standing there with my hand in the
all
air.
right.
This is
ape-
unfortunate.
The apetopus. So the apetopus is gonna. It kind of came straight up the middle, and the closest thing is Jerik. So it's going to make a tentacle attack to try to grab you.
Ew.
That's a 20.
Oh. This
To
is
hit.
AC?
Yeah.
I have 19. Ooh. But I know shield. I cast shield as a reaction.
I don't think you can.
It's a reaction, and it's a
But-
new round.
I think your slow said you couldn't take reactions.
That's correct.
I don't cast shield as a reaction. Curse this thing. Are there any saving throws on slowed, or is this just me for the next 2 hours of game time? All right.
Well, no, there is at the end of your turn. Each time you can redo the saving throw. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, because you didn't do it last time. It's Dex.
15.
Okay, so you succeed.
Then you can cast shield.
You did get a chance to make your saving throw. You succeeded. The apetopus tries to grab you with a tentacle. It misses because you cast shield as a reaction. You've used your reaction for this round, and it misses you. So the tentacle kind of goes right by you, thwoom, landing on the ground. Boom. That is its turn.
Hey, I'm back.
All right, Saeleas, you're up.
Okay, Saeleas is
Great.
going to cast Chromatic Orb as a 2nd level spell on, what's the name of the
Right there,
Waldenthorpe?
Waldenthorpe.
Okay, that one is Waldenthorpe? Okay. My notes are getting very
The
messy.
Mind
at this
Witness.
point. Mind Witness. Alright, so I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb as... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and twin that while we're at it. So I'll spend a sorcery point on that. I'll do one at Waldenthorpe and one at Apetopus.
Okay.
I think I rolled for that twice, right? First for Waldenthorpe. That's a natural 20.
Oh, yes. That'll hit.
All right.
Double damage.
So that's going to be... The attack is 3d8. So it's 4d8 because I cast it as a 2nd level spell, so it's 8d8.
Correct.
I'm just going to use the thing for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's see what that is.
What kind of damage?
Oh, what is he? He's a octopus. We'll go with lightning. I like lightning.
Well, is Waldendorp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chromatic orb! 42 damage.
Oh my. Listen, my 16 was still really impressive.
You guys dealt damage?
Yeah. I was a hero.
All right. Saeleas hits out this chromatic orb, and it shoots out lightning damage, and the mind witness starts going. You hear a scream, but you hear it in your mind, and it doesn't hurt. It's just kind of a and it's definitely hurt. That hurt it a lot. All right, and you're gonna use that twin spell, so also lightning damage against the Aptopus.
Yes.
So
I roll for that one. And that one is so 9 plus 7 is 16.
That hits.
Cool. So that'll be 22 damage.
All right. Aptopus. And it just kind of shocks, and all of its tentacles start sparking, and there's little sparks going between the tentacles, and it looks pretty hurt. All right. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
All right. Waldendorp did not like that. He was
Kind of figured that was going to happen.
It's his turn. So he is going to, once again, shoot some eye rays. He's going to shoot 3 eye rays. Let's see who he goes for first. Boop, boop, boop. He's going to go for Coach. I'm rolling randomly.
He has advantage because I'm stunned.
He's going to slow you. Which really doesn't do much.
All right.
But you are half speed, all of the stuff that Jerik had. Okay. Then he is going to hit Saeleas with
that will hit.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So make a intelligence saving throw.
Is there no save for me on slow?
Dex save
Dex.
with
I
disadvantage.
think I immediately
I think you
fail
fail
dex
because
saves.
you're stunned.
Yeah, never mind.
So yeah, it does hit you.
I was hoping like Constitution. No.
Rude.
Okay. Intelligence.
Really?
13.
Okay. That succeeds. Just barely. You are freaking lucky. Okay. All right. And then finally, Sarsa.
Oh, hey.
I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, boy. That's a 14.
That also succeeds.
Oh, thank goodness.
Man, that's a brutal one. Okay. All right. So, Coach just standing there. Mind Witness continues to floating ominously in the air. Coach is not moving. Sarsa, it's your turn, and then Bart, you're after Sarsa, and then Remara, you're after Bart.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and cast my spiritual weapon, and I'm going to have that chase after Gussthorak up there and try to smack him with my, give him a little spanky spank with my little anchor.
Whoa.
So for that, that's
Kid friendly.
my bonus action.
Thanks happen to kids.
And so let me go ahead and do my melee spell attack. That's going to be 15 to hit.
That misses.
Poop. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw a Sacred Flame as well in his direction.
Okay.
I'm really gunning for this guy. I don't like him.
Sure.
He didn't want to flirt with me, and that's just insulting.
Okay.
So for that one, he's going to make a dex save.
He rolled 4 plus 1 is a 5.
So that's not going to save, so he's going to take 2d8s.
Okay.
If I can find where my other deck is. I'm going to take 7. So he's going to take 11 radiant damage.
This radiant beam shoots out from Sarsa, hitting Gussthorak, kind of going right through this table, and he gets hit and kind of crackles a little bit.
You don't understand. I'm doing work that needs to be done. Why would you stand in the way of this?
Bart, you're up.
Maybe you could true strike somebody.
Hold on. Bart, before you go, but be thinking about what you want to do. Coach, as you're standing here, make a perception check.
Statuesque. I have nothing else to do, so sure. 9.
I'll say because you are just standing there and you haven't really moved a lot, you get a chance to kind of take a look at the altar.
Just looking around.
You look at the altar. There is dwarven text ruins carved around the outside perimeter of the altar. And you see 2 sides from your vantage point, and it says, "From mountain to sand, dwarf hand in hand." That's all you see.
This land is your land. This land is mine.
From mountain to sand, dwarf hand in hand.
There might be more on the other 2 sides, but you can't see the other 2 sides because you are stuck. All right, Bart, continue.
Are there any Durigar on the right side there?
On the right side, they have all been blasted by Remara. So there are some on the left. You could easily move over and get them. They're within your movement speed.
Waldenthorpe's on the left or the right side?
He's kind of in the middle.
The middle. And so is Aptopus on the middle?
Aptopus is a little bit more to the left. But he's also within reach.
Okay. So inspired by everyone else without my true strike. No, it's fine. I am going to summon up some courage, believe in myself, and attempt to use my longsword to make an attack.
Okay. All right.
On
Here we go.
Waldenthorpe.
Okay, so you see Bart kind of take a deep breath. He pulls out his longsword, and you haven't seen up to this point Bart even hold a sword, much less pull it out. And so he pulls this out and takes a swing against the mind witness, who doesn't see him coming. Make an attack, please, with advantage. He doesn't know that you're behind him.
That would be 13.
13 misses, unfortunately. So, first time, the nerves are still kind of getting to you. You swipe, just barely missing one of the tentacles, kind of swiping because they're swipping around, and you just miss one of them just barely. But you feel the sword in your hand, and it feels strong to you. And you get the sense that I've held this so many times before. I've been able to do so much damage against creatures of the lands. Make an extra attack.
Ooh. All right.
You feel like as a fighter, as a former fighter, you had this ability to surge in your adrenaline to make more than one attack in the past.
I'm going to get some new dice because I got a 13.
Again, kind of whiffing. Even though you miss, you feel a stronger connection with this sword. And while we're waiting for your next turn, you're going to advance another level in fighter. The memory is coming back to you. You're starting to get muscle memory back. You're starting to get the sense of different sword abilities, and you are starting to feel, I think I know who Massimo is. It's coming back to me, little by little. That's Bart's turn. The sword coming back to me now. Okay, Remara.
He's still part Bart.
Yeah.
Remara, you're up.
Really quick. So just in the order, which of the enemies are at the bottom of the list?
Jumpy and Spooky.
Jumpy and Spooky.
And Gussthorak was right before them.
How serious? How much damage are those guys worth? Are they like decently?
Well, you took them out.
I can't tell you that.
You took them out with your 48.
No, I mean, but like, are they like seemingly pretty like hefty guys, or?
Well, I mean, they're about the same size as the other Duragar that you took out pretty heartily with whatever it was, 50 damage or so.
Right. Okay.
So somewhere in that range of below that, they can definitely be taken out. But they're a little bit more. And one of them is riding a giant tarantula.
Okay. I'll take that guy. The guy riding the tarantula.
With Jumpy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Broken Will.
How does that work?
Oh man.
So, I target one creature that I can communicate with via telepathy, which I assume I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then he must make an intelligence saving throw On a failed save, I choose his next movement and action on his next turn.
All right.
Or her, I suppose. On a successful save, they are unaffected, and I can't use it again on them, blah, blah, blah. They are immune to this ability if they are immune to being charmed. Are they immune to being charmed?
Well, I'm going to check. It is.
Really? Well, poop. Can I do something else?
I mean, if you do that, then you would... Well, make a wisdom check.
26.
26. So I will say that you know that based on previous interactions, because you did deal with Duragar last time
that's
coming
right,
through, you know that these guys have psionic ability, being affiliated with creatures in the Underdark before. So you have a good idea that they have some psychic resistance,
Okay.
psionic resistance.
All right. Well, then instead, as I remember that now, I will do id insinuation on that same guy.
Okay.
So I choose
Do
one.
tell.
Insinuation.
Id insinuation.
You have the best spell name.
The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, he takes 5d8 psychic damage and goes into a fury as his id runs rampant.
Whoa.
On his next turn, he can use his action only to take the dodge or attack action. On a successful save, he takes half as much damage.
You rolled a 5,
Okay, so
so he fails.
he fails, yeah.
So he goes into a fury. So Jumpy, riding the spider, starts shaking his head. Just goes crazy, and the spider's like, "What the heck?" You know? He doesn't say that, but it starts pulling the spider around the tarantula, and it's going all these crazy directions. And he doesn't look too great.
He takes 22 damage.
Okay. He also doesn't look too good as well. He is really hurt and kind of lurching over and kind of blinking his eyes, barely conscious. He looked really rough as well. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys, I'm super afraid of Remara right now.
Jerik Dark Harbor.
Huh? Yes. This is actually a very good time. What's up?
It's your turn. That was just me saying your name as your DM.
All right. Well, I would love to light him up, but it takes a whole action. I don't feel like we have time for that. Which of the giant horror creatures am I closest to?
You are close to the Aptopus. You are close to the Mind Witness, and you're also now close to a Duragar going crazy on a tarantula.
He's fine. I'm gonna attack the Mind Witness because I don't want anybody to get raid anymore.
Mind Witness.
I'll use my bonus action to
Gonna witness
hex
your mind.
him. Okay. And then I'll use my attacks. I will draw my sword and I will attack him.
He's
two
hexed.
times.
Okay, he's hexed.
And he's hexed. So I rolled both attacks and I got a crit fail and a crit success.
Wow. Okay.
For the first one, I whiffed terribly badly, but then I round around and I'm aiming directly for his giant middle eye.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna use smite in my attack, and I'm using my vicious longsword, so I get extra damage from that, and I'm rolling hex.
Did you
so
activate your vicious longsword? Doesn't that
It
take
doesn't
an
need
action?
to be activated. It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
That's a
Just
magic
okay.
weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus 8, here we go. So that's all together going to be in various types of damage, 27 damage. No, it's not. Because that was a crit, and I have to add some of these twice.
Oh.
So
All dice.
I didn't roll
twice.
hex. I forgot about it. So what did I say?
You said 27, so
We're
now
at
it's 29.
and I'm rerolling the... Wow. Yeah, 48, so it's 50. So for that crit, with the Divine Smite, it's a total of 50 damage. Various damage types. Radiant was in there, necrotic, and regular.
Describe your victory.
Yeah! I take that sword after whiffing once and just plunge it directly into the giant eye of this thing so that it never raise again.
You see the eye stalks and just goes flump on the ground. Gussthorak looks. He's standing on top of the altar and says, "No, Molten Thor!
Stop! You'll pay for that.
I got this one. You guys, I got this one. Remara, I got this one.
Jerik, I was really
The
impressed.
mind witness, Waldenthorpe, is dead on the ground. Shrinky is up.
Oh no. Okay.
He was
Jerik
very
Dark
small.
Harbor, it's me, your boot.
No.
I am speaking to you from another plane.
Okay.
You stepped in something stinky earlier.
Oh, Saeleas,
Yo, what up?
you don't see who's doing this, but you feel two piercing attacks, one in your leg and one in your back. A very small Duragar pulls out, is jumping up. This is Shrinky, who you didn't see.
We've got a Shrinky!
And he stabs you in the leg, and then he jumps up and then stabs you right in the back with a critical hit.
Oh no.
So you're gonna take. It's a multi-attack, so
So both of those hit?
both of them
Versus my
hit.
AC 15?
Yes.
Okay.
Sneaky
Yeah,
little
it was
fella.
20 and 25.
Good. Since I wouldn't see it, I wouldn't be able to do anything to prevent it. So.
So,
Oh, wait, but mirror image
oh,
is not going to happen because that's a 1. That's going to hit me.
all right. Well, he is just a tiny little Duragar, so it's only going to cost 11 damage total.
Ow!
And you
But
hit
it's a really annoying 11 damage.
yeah, and he stabbed you in the back, so there's pinch nerve, pinch nerve, and it really
You're
hurts.
so old. That's all.
I'm not
All
that
right.
old.
Gussthorak's
Look at that
turn.
on a shirt.
Gussthorak is really mad, and he is not especially happy that Jerik took out his mind witness, who he's been with since the beginning. So
How's Gussthorak looking?
he's,
I don't think we've hit
he's
it.
looking okay. Yeah, you've hit him. You've hit him. He's gonna roll to see if he gets his mind blast
Missing some
back.
tubes, but
Does not.
Aren't we all?
All right. All right. So Gussthorak, it sees Remara doing all this damage to all of his troops, but Jerik just took out his prized mind witness, and he reaches out and says,
I don't like what you've done, and you haven't understood what I've been trying to do. I don't think you'd belong here anymore.
"I need you to make
Oh.
a charisma saving throw."
Put on that Jerik smolder. Come on.
That would be a 26.
Here, I was going to bend luck for you, but I don't
All
think I need to.
Jerik, charisma is
You-
the one thing Jerik has.
Yeah, you feel your very existence being pulled away from where you are, and you come back.
Nah, I'm gonna hang out.
Listen, I've tried to get rid of him multiple times. It's really hard.
Maybe later.
And Gussthorak is just very angry about that. Okay. All right.
Quote unquote Gussthorak is very angry about that.
Because, like, that would have been really cool, you guys.
Hello, Knights of the Roll Table. This is Chris Daly, your Dungeon Master for Season 2 of the podcast. What you're listening to is Part 2 of the Gussthorak encounter. Hope you enjoy it. Next week, we'll be posting Episode 14, and then we're going to be posting a special holiday one-shot run by our very own Jeff Frank, a.k.a. XX Bloody Heart, or Massimo Lionheart, or Big Bart the Bold Bard. We're all going to be playing new characters with a holiday twist, and Jeff is certainly going to be bringing the weird. That will be 2 episodes, and then we will be posting the 2-part season finale, which will take us into the new year. We'll have a little bonus episode wrapping up season 2, and then we're going to go into season 3. Can't wait. We'll have more on that soon. Since we don't advertise for the show, the best way to support us is to leave a rating and review on whatever podcast service you're listening to right now. It only takes a minute, and you don't even have to write something. Just a rating is appreciated. You can follow me at Scribble Monkey on Twitter. I do all the art for the show. Weston's Patreon, Make My Anthem, is up and running, and we've featured some music you can get from it in the show. It's something you can use in your D&D home campaigns or in your actual play podcast. Visit our Instagram and Twitter at @RolledTable and use the hashtag #RolledTable to help us get the word out about the show. We definitely appreciate any retweeting or Instagram tags. Let us know what you think. And if you have any feedback or questions and don't want to make it public on social media, just send us an email at knightsoftherolledtable@gmail.com. We know we're not the only D&D actual play podcast out there, and we really, honestly thank you so much, you guys, for listening and giving us a chance. Thank you so much. That's all of our announcements. Now go out and make life an adventure. Jumpy, who is currently going crazy on his tentacle spider, can only dash or
attack.
no.
I want to
dash
take
or dodge, right?
I want to take a
dodge.
minute just to appreciate that sentence.
Jumpy
Jumpy is going crazy on his tentacle spider.
Okay. Jumpy is going to attack Coach. He is riding this.
Great.
Riding this tarantula.
I wonder if he hits me.
And he is going to swing with his war pick, and he hits. Let's see. That's going to hit you. It's going to be. It's going to hit you for.
Is that the noise he makes?
Yeah. He's going to hit you for 6 damage.
Oh.
And then Spooky is going to come up right behind him, and he is going to. No, he's actually going to go after Saeleas. He's going to throw this javelin at you. And he's going to try to hit Saeleas because Saeleas is...
I'm going to use my reaction to do shield.
Okay.
And if that's still going to hit, I'm going to use bend luck.
Okay. What's your armor class?
With
He rolled
shield, with shield will be 20.
He rolled a 20.
Okay, so with shield will be 20. So then I'm going to use bend luck to push that over
Javelin,
the head.
Ding! Kind of goes off of that shield.
Yeah, that's enough.
He's like, what the? And then it goes back to Coach.
Good job, Saeleas.
Roll a
Coach's
saving
turn.
throw.
Well,
Come on, coach.
that's a 0.
Nope. Okay. Coach fails again.
Do something, coach.
It's going to go to the Aptopus. Aptopus is going to reach. Coach is lying. Is he standing there on the?
Yeah,
He's going to
just
reach around you.
Chilling.
And I think he automatically succeeds at that point. So
Yeah,
okay,
he
he's
sure
going to
does.
grab you, tentacles around Coach. He does not touch the spiky point, and he goes and holds you above the flowing river.
Don't worry, guys. Everything is fine.
All right, that's
thumb's
the,
still up in the
and
air.
he squeezes you, and you take.
Oh gosh.
That's 20 points of
Oh dear.
bludgeoning damage. How you looking, Coach?
Not great.
Okay.
Not good.
All right,
Hear the bones
Saeleas, it's your
cracking.
turn.
All right, Saeleas.
Coach still has a rope around him.
That's true.
Right?
I
Near
do.
me.
It's
Yep.
dangling there
You have it.
underneath.
You
me.
have it.
I was
Jerik?
the last one to have it. I'm sure I dropped it, but it would be nearest to me.
All right, somebody catch coach.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
All right, and then Saeleas is gonna cast chromatic orb with poison at the Aptopus. Yeah, we'll twin it, and I'll go after Gus as well.
Okay.
All right, so let me roll for.
We need to make a save.
Yeah, no, I roll. So I got a. Oh, got a nat 20 on the.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Heads
So,
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a whole bunch of dice. Let me roll that. That's like 1 million damage, but not a ton.
Not 1 million.
Yeah.
Less than 1 million is what you're saying.
It's like 42 damage.
Oh.
Jeez.
Poison. Chromatic orb.
And this giant wave of poison goes around the Aptopus, and it kind of falls down. It is dead. It falls down, and then Coach is held on by the tentacle, and the tentacle goes. And it starts to fall, and Coach starts to paralyzed or stunned, starts to fall over the edge of the cliff, and there's this rope, and it's falling down. Before we get to Coach, go ahead and roll for Gussthorak.
Okay, for Gussthorak, it is be 18 to hit.
So that misses.
Right.
So
Okay.
he's able to kind of wave it aside, and it doesn't quite have the effect that you would like. All right, so then
Guys.
Sarsa.
Someone get Coach. I can't reach.
Sarsa's up.
Well, I'm pretty far away from Coach, so and she's just not gonna make him a priority right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and first of all slam Gussthorak with my spiritual weapon.
So
my
you're
big
gonna
old
go
anchor.
up. So okay, you're gonna go ahead and attack Gussthorak.
Yeah, I'm up on the altar and I'm like stepping all over it, and I'm like,
So
"Your
disrespectful.
culture's stupid," and I'm gonna try and slam him with my spiritual.
Falling
All
off the
right,
clouds.
make an
That's my
attack.
culture too.
Cultural appropriation.
Yeah. So let's roll that, please, guys.
It's actually kind of
That's,
cool.
17 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Ew, poop. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'll again do my sacred flame on him as well. So he's got to make a dex save.
Okay, 13.
That's not enough, so
Sure.
he's gonna take 8 radiant damage.
You don't know what you're doing.
I don't care. I'll annoy you to death.
You don't know the power. I see that you have the mace. And now you have the spiralite. You probably have the bracelet as well.
It's kind of a little out of our hands at the moment, but yeah.
You don't know the power. When you combine them all together, it enhances regular attacks. It's quite powerful when you
Right,
combine
well,
them.
I'll kill you without him.
I just telling you, if you have all 3 of the curios combined together, they act as a siphon, they act as an amplifier, and they can provide a power. I'm the one that invented them.
Right. Well, thanks for that, but you're also stark raving mad.
But I can help you. If you work with me, perhaps I can show you more about what you can do with them.
Aye, the way.
Your version of help was kill all the people, and the people that survive will be food for the other people that helped you.
There are
right?
people that will not match my intellect.
So
Don't
that's
forget.
Pretty evil.
Yeah, don't forget that he took a gorilla and an octopus and put them together. Like that's
It's quite a glorious creature.
It's very strange.
I don't think that's the most evil thing he's done.
bonkers.
Bart, you're up. You're kind of near Coach, and you see this rope.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
It's falling
Everything's
down.
fine.
I'll grab the rope.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Oh, 20.
Oh, all right. A natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
Whoa.
So Bart reaches down, kind of leaps down, almost baseball style, grabs the rope, and then starts to pull Coach up.
Grinds me up the side of the
It's your-
Nice save, Bart.
with a gentle tug, pulls him up and is able to get Coach above. I think that's your turn because it's a full action to kind of grab the rope and do that.
So be it.
You also have your hands full now.
And your hands are full.
Yeah.
All right, but you saved the Coach.
Yay.
Remara, it's your turn. You have Jumpy, Spooky, Shrinky is small, attacking Saeleas around. He's kind of jumping around.
There's a guy on me. Help.
He's okay.
And Gussthorak.
All right. I'm gonna go after Gussthorak.
Okay.
I can't handle this anymore. Psionic blast.
Oof.
So,
She's scary.
Sounds cool.
he has to take 1d8 psychic damage per psi point that I spend. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 6 psi points on him. So that's 30.
Oh. Remara goes to attack, and then she reaches out. The psionic connection happens, and then in Gussthorak's mind, he hears
I don't want a truce.
30 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
Describe your victory.
Yes. All right. So I give good old Gussthorak my trusty laser eyes straight at his temple. Focusing. Explode his brain.
My intellect is.
Ew. Gross.
Your intellect is messy.
Half of it goes on Sarsa.
Oh.
You have some tentacles on you and some slime and ooze, and his now headless body and corpse falls down on the ground. Shrinky enlarges himself again and goes back over near Spooky. Jumpy just goes and kind of runs away off in a hallway. He's riding the spider, and he's kind of still mad from the attack. And Shrinky has enlarged himself again. He kind of goes back to back, holding his dagger against Spooky, who's holding his war pick. And they are the only ones that are kind of surviving this. The Aptopus is dead. There's a dead Mind Witness on the ground, and Gussthorak, their boss, is dead. There's a altar that's shining above and glowing and kind of creating this energy. What would you guys like to do?
That's the guy who was on me, only he's bigger now. Get him!
I'm sorry. Please don't. We're just trying to. Wait, where are we?
All right, guys, I'm ready to help now.
Wait, well, seriously, where
I feel
are
so
we?
much better.
Good job, Coach. You nailed that one.
Do I believe him?
You do, yes.
All right.
I mean, he's intensely confused, and they kind of shake their heads a little bit. And Remara, you also get the sense that something has lifted from their brain.
I see you guys saved me a couple.
They were under a spell.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. We can't let them leave here. They know about the Founder's Stone.
The Founder's Stone. Oh, look, it's the Founder's Stone.
Oh, crap.
Oh, wow, it's the Founder's Stone. Now, there it is.
Okay, wait, hold on. Time out. So, what's the Founder's Stone?
The Founder's Stone, the dwarves told me about it back in Falcon Reach. They said that every 500 years, a dwarf is chosen, and it renews the land. It saves this whole realm.
Hey, over there in that pile, I found that backpack. I think it belonged to Voop-de-Doo back when he was Voop-de-Doo did.
Oh, what was in it?
Well, I didn't get a chance to look inside of it. I'm going to go check it out.
All right, so
Maybe there's some clues or something.
Sarsa walks over, and you find inside the backpack that has the VDD initials on it, the monogram. You find a pair of boots. They're kind of elven boots with some leaves and inlay.
Are they pretty?
They're very pretty. They're very fetch. They're
I
your
wanna-
size.
Stop trying to make that
Ooh,
thing.
my size.
And you find some tinkerer's tools and a couple of some chainmail. It's kind of standard stuff. After that, some hats.
Tube socks.
I'm gonna take those boots and I'm gonna put them on my little toesy woesies.
Okay, so you take off your current footwear and you put on the boots of elven kind.
I'm not even elvish, but
Doesn't
sure,
matter.
we'll rock them.
They conform magically to the size of your feet, and you can look up the
Which
boots
is
of elven
good because
kind.
I think Sarsa's got lumpy feet.
Yeah, I think she's got these kind of weird sailor feet. So
What kind of?
No offense to all of our sailor listeners out there.
Hey, at least she has two of them.
You also, the rest of you see this dwarven carving, runic carvings around the altar. And does anybody read Dwarvish?
I do.
I do.
Okay, so Coach and Saeleas, you're able to put together the carvings that's around the outside of the altar, and it says, "Breathe life to the land, from mountain to sand, dwarf hand in hand, the sacrifice grand."
Whatever. We just can't leave. We just can't leave here with them knowing about the Founder's Stone and risk them taking its power for themselves.
Well, we can't kill them. It wasn't their fault.
We know that the power saved the land or whatever.
Yeah, we need to do that.
But do we have to do it now? I mean,
It just
has
needs a
been-
hand. Could we chop off Gussthorak's other hand? Maybe shove it in there? see
He's
what
not a
happens?
dwarf.
Well, he was.
Bart, while this discussion is going on, you kind of take a knee and you feel this weight in your mind, and something is processing in you. All of this combat, fighting with Gussthorak, being in this place, holding a sword. You see Bart kind of almost in a thinker's pose.
Very statuesque over there.
He was a statue earlier.
Swing the sword around some more. Kind of exercise it.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna just wander over and put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna just turn his head to me, and then it's gonna give him a big kiss.
I knew there were things.
I ship it.
Okay, so you.
I think I owe you $5.
Remara
there.
kisses Bart, and at that moment, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
This seems really inappropriate for the... Yeah.
17.
Okay. All of these memories and feelings and emotions and desires come flooding back to you, and you suddenly feel a connection with Remara, you feel a connection with this place, you feel a connection with your sword, you feel all of your memories coming back to you, fighter abilities that you had previously, and your previous life as Massimo Lionheart is flashing back to you. You remember training, you remember adventuring with Remara and Callum, you remember defeating beasts and creatures that were plaguing this land. You remember Falconreach and parades and ceremonies, getting medals in the Crystal Council, and you also remember the final battle that took your mind and your memories in this place as Gussthorak hit you with a psychic blast, casting you into the river, and then all of this comes back, and you stand up.
Remara.
You're back.
Back? Where did I go? Looks like we've won the day. Hello, friends.
Hello, Bart.
That's definitely
Bart.
the guy in the statue.
Yeah, that's him. Hey, have you ever considered a life in mining?
No.
It's quite fulfilling.
And then
Sounds
hear,
terrible.
You hear the Duragar as
not
this
very
is
nice.
going on. They're like,
That's the Founder's Stone. Oh, you used to put your hand in. You put your hand in there. No, make him do it. I don't know. I don't think my hand will fit.
Like I said, we can't just leave it here.
Well, they can
Look
come-
what happened the last time somebody got their hands on the Founder's Stone who wasn't good.
The master was going to let the Founder's Stone and the land fall into ruin. It was going to kill off the natural resources in the land. Someone has to make the sacrifice. We're on the same page, Dwarf. I want you to know that. I mean, we
A
want...
sacrifice? What kind of a sacrifice?
We're not sure. The legend just says a sacrifice. It's on the carving. There's a sacrifice grand.
It
I mean,
seems
do we
like
need to figure this out
It's
now?
probably a life.
We gotta get back to Falconreach before the 5 days are up.
I mean, you can get back before whatever. You're talking about a couple of lives. We're talking about everyone in the entire realm.
and without Voop-de-Doo here, it probably needs to happen even quicker. If he'd
What do you
sacrificed his dwarvenness, became that Mind Flayer creature.
What do you suggest? We can take these two with us. We can come back later.
We don't really want to go with you.
Well, I'm sure.
What's that? He's gonna kill
Would one
you.
of you
Oh,
be
well,
willing?
We'll go with you.
Would one of you be willing to make the
They
sacrifice?
said they'll go with us.
We can't just let anybody. Gussthorak got so much power from this stone.
Do you want to put your hand in the stone?
Kinda.
Coach, you could die. You could lose your hand. You could explode.
I know, but life's an adventure, and maybe this is my time. Maybe this is like everything's led me here to this.
But you're mine. Your son.
Yeah. He's a big kid. he can take care of things better than even I could. Kind of
Jerek's
fooling myself.
gonna walk up and put his hand in the.
Oh, Jerik, I would not do that. That's
You're gonna
not a
put your
smart.
hand in the hand
Yeah.
print in the Founder Stone.
Yes.
Okay. You reach in, you place your hand kind of forearm deep.
I wouldn't.
It's very warm. Nothing happens.
Sarsa is going to lose her mind and just. Jerik,
Okay,
what are
well,
you thinking?
We know.
You don't know. You could have died.
We know it
Something
needs to be
terrible
a
could
dwarf.
happen.
Now
You
we
can't just
know.
do these things. Terrible things could happen to you. What
Take
am I
your hand
supposed to
out.
do if you're gone?
It should have been me. If it could be somebody, it could have been me.
Can't be you.
Okay, so they're married. I don't know what his deal is. And then
Shrinky shrinks, poof, and then Spooky goes invisible, poof, and they're gone.
They're like, peace out.
Oh man.
Well, now they know where it is. Now we have to do something now.
Okay.
Coach, we can't let you do this.
I need you guys to deliver a message back to Ironhaven if something does happen to me.
I'll deliver it personally.
I need you to tell Dendon that the mine is his, and that I believe in him, and that his dad went out, for the good of all dwarven kind. And then tell my cousin Turna she's a bit of a pill, but no hard feelings. I wish her the best.
Coach, are you sure you want to do this?
And I put my hand inside of the hand.
Coach.
All right, Coach reaches inside the hole that's shaped like the dwarven hand. It fits almost perfectly. It feels warm. It's the finest piece of dwarven craftsmanship that you've ever felt. And you feel a connection that's almost like back home. And you feel this. And then all of a sudden, a radiant light energy beams up from the table. The altar lights up. You guys see Coach's body engulfed in light and steam and just kind of fills the entire chamber. And Coach, besides all of the energy going through you, you feel this sharp on your arm. And then you feel nothing. Everybody shields their eyes, and you just kind of feel this almost shaking the entire cavern. A minute goes by, and then finally, at first, it's so bright, and you can't see anything. It takes a second for your eyes to adjust. You see Coach's body lying lifeless on the altar.
I'll run up to his body and put my hands on him and pour all my lay on hands healing into him for 25 points. Or curing an effect, whatever will help.
Do I wake up?
Nothing happens.
Well, it seems like your friend Coach was a good person, but he died for the cause. And let's head back to the tavern, shall we, Remara? Show them a good time in town.
Sarsa's going to rush over as well and cast Healing Word, which will heal just a little bit, but gives him 8 points of healing.
Okay.
She's like, Coach, you alive? You still there?
He's lying on the altar, face down, unconscious. His arm is still in this hole. You're gonna leave him there, or you're pulling him up, or?
Oh no, we would try and pull him up. We're kind of like cradling him like a child.
Okay, so you pull his body up, and you notice as his
You take 1d4 piercing damage.
1d4 piercing damage from his shoulders, and you're holding him. You notice is it right hand or left hand that you put in?
My right hand.
His right forearm, from about like where a glove would extend, is gone.
Oh, does that mean he doesn't have his tattoo anymore?
That was on the left hand. Oh. The wound is instantly sealed. The wound is cauterized. So
he's still knocked out though.
You put some healing energy into him. Still nothing.
Can we check him to see if he's alive?
He's alive. He looks a little dehydrated.
Oh.
I can create water.
Does anybody have a flask?
I've got a flask.
No, not that kind of flask. We need
Sarsa's
water.
gonna pull out her flask and chug it real quick so that Remara can put some water.
If you can create water, I can shape it and get it into his mouth. That's cool.
Oh, I can shape it too, actually.
I've got a
there you go.
flask, you guys.
It's full of alcohol.
Not anymore.
And she has a water genasi.
So I can create up to 10 gallons of water. Are you that thirsty?
Have
He
you
can
met
suck
Coach?
So Remara, this ball of water, 10 gallons worth, just floats above Coach, and all of a sudden just falls on top, and it's dousing him like flash dance, just lying down. Coach wakes up.
Coach,
Sweet earth juice.
Coach, you're alive.
Oh, hey, the gods.
Yeah. Why am I dripping wet?
You're welcome.
Where's my arm?
Coach, you saved the realm.
Pretty sure it's in there.
Sorry,
But-
Coach.
Oh, that's dark.
But you're still here.
And you feel this kind of glowing warmness. It's very inviting, and what was a very dark, cavernous environment now is being filled with a luscious green moss, and the veins are no longer ominous. They're kind of glowing brighter, and now it's kind of like this tropical rainforest kind of feeling, and the whole room is kind of growing. And Coach, you
Am
feel
I glowing?
you're not glowing, but everything else around you is. And a couple things happen because of your sacrifice. You gain +1 to Constitution. You gain -2 to Sleight of Hand. You gain the cantrip Mending, and you learn the spell Plant Growth. And you get a sense that because of your sacrifice, you have caused the realm to have a little bit more prosperity for the longevity of another couple of generations to come.
I wish I could talk to these plants. I bet they're super cool.
Hold on, I think I can do that now. Hey, you, dandelion.
Nothing
Hey.
talks back, but it does start growing a little.
Coach
bit.
gets real close. Hey, dandelion.
At that moment, Sarsa, you hear.
Sarsa, it's Cole.
Oh,
She's coming for you.